Daytime baseball. Jose Barrios, the right-hander out of Puerto Rico, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, thanks coming on Jose Barrios, and this guy has all the tools to be a great one. Great velocity with life, 94 to 97 miles an hour, power slider, and it's a big sweeper. His changeup is getting better. If this guy brings all three pitches one of these days, he has the potential to throw a no-hitter.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. He will lead this one off today. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Breaking ball, strike three called as he drops in a beauty there, and that's the first out of the afternoon. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, the guy to watch has to be Jose Abreu. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
Yolmer Sanchez is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. And he takes strike three called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
And we're just getting started here in Minneapolis. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We're Carlos Rodon, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Carlos Rodon. Pride and joy of NC State University. Overpowering fastball at times, 94 to 96 miles an hour with some cutting action. His best secondary pitch is the hard slider and does have a changeup that's on the improve. If he brings all 3 of these, he has a chance to shut anybody down.
Hey, after the leadoff knock right there, you know what they say. You get that leadoff guy on, I don't care how it's done. He usually comes around to score. But let's tip our hat to the pitcher. He set the tone in the top of the first, retiring him in order.
Into the box now, Jorge Polanco. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So a 2-run shot to left center, and the Twins have taken a 2-0 lead.
Wow, there's a case of a ball up in the zone. Not the easiest pitch in the world to get underneath and drive it out of the ballpark. Good piece of hitting right there. Ball up in the zone. He didn't miss it. He destroyed it.
Digging in now, Eddie Rosario. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Left fielder, Eddie Rosario.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Moncada has it. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matty, Joe Mauer is still a guy you have to be careful with. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Engel is there, 2 gone. Here's Miguel Sano, previously against Carlos Rodon. The pitchers owned him. He's a paltry 1 for 11. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. And a diving effort in center, but it's going to skip right on by him. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat as he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. Working for the punch out and the offering. This is hit high and deep out to left. Delmonico ranging back, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. But 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2-run home run. We'll head. Leading off the inning, Avisail Garcia, and they'll need him to get something going here. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Hey, there's no waiting around trying to work this guy into deep counts and get into the bullpen. This is a mid-90s fastball guy who loves that pitch and is aggressive and comes right at you. I would assume the offense is going to have a similar approach.
Oh, and he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. And over at first base in this one today is the guy that can pick it with the best of them. And I can't overstate that enough. As a former middle infielder, when you could close your eyes and throw it over to first base knowing it was getting picked out of the grass or picked out of the dirt, man, what a comfortable feeling.
One out, nobody on. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away. Next up is the sneaky pop of Nicky Delmonico. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Takes a knee-high fastball. The 1-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one. You know, D-Row, it's not always easy to hit in the day games. First 5 hitters, 5 up, 5 down. 6-0 hitter, though, He must have gotten a good night's sleep last night.
That's exactly where I was going, Dan. First 5 guys in the order looked like they were still asleep rolling out of bed. Those day games will creep up on you. 6-hole guy was locked and loaded.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. A ball and a strike. Counts a ball and 2 strikes to the White Sox shortstop. The 1-2 is a fastball taken high for a ball. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Payoff pitch one more time. Down the third baseline. Reined in. In a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. White Sox leave 1. They trail it here 2-0. Up next for Minnesota, Logan Forsythe, previously against Carlos Rodon, batting at an even 400.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
But this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning.
Okay, guys, here's how the Southsiders are lining up on D today. And let's focus our attention on infielder Yoan Moncada. This guy, when I watch this guy play, I can't help but think back to highlights of Robbie Alomar. The way he's able to play with that baseball, quick hands, dynamic defender, switch hitter with pop from the both sides. 5-tool talents do not come around too often like this guy.
Line toward the alley in left center. Now a dive, but he can't get there, and this is going to be trouble out there in left center. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one, going for extra bases off the bat. First pitch on its way. Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. Digging in, Joe Mauer, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here comes the first pitch. Oh, that ball's driven into left center. This could be trouble. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. The relay on to second, but he's in safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Well, we've already had some hard-hit balls in the first 2 innings here, and here's another one. Absolutely jumped off his bat and into the outfield, bringing another run home here in the early going.
Into the box, Jorge Polanco. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. And he gets there as he had a lot of ground to cover that time, and the side is retired. Twins get a run on the double by Joe Mauer. We've played 2. It's now downtown Minneapolis skyscrapers as we continue our coverage on MLB Network. Up next for Chicago, Omar Narvaez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Popped high in the air. Mauer has a play. And that's the first out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Stepping in now, Adam Engel. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Engel playing here in his age 26 season. He was selected in the 19th round back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Second baseman.
Coming to the plate now, Yoan Moncada. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he lays off there, 1-0.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. 2-1 count to the Pale Hose leadoff hitter.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Oh, not cheated on that one. It's 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And this is called a foul ball. Maybe by a matter of inches that time. And now let's hold on a second here. It looks like the umpires are going to converge, and there may be some question as to whether or not that was really a foul ball. You can see him pointing down the right field line, and I would not be a bit surprised if they decide to go inside to have a look at this, and indeed they will do that. Okay, the umpires have emerged from the dugout with the ruling, and it is going to remain a foul ball. So they had it right the first time, but if there's any doubt, go inside and get this thing right. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Right side, hit hard, and that is through into right field for a single.
I got to be honest, I'm shocked he went back to this pitch again. First one, he was on it, fouled it off. Second one, he did not miss.
In now, Yolmer Sanchez as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now a throw over. Runners back. Moncada leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
There's a called strike on a changeup. Not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. In now, Eddie Rosario as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. First offering on its way. Lifted the other way to left center. Chasing after is Delmonico. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Striding forward now is the DH. Logan Morrison. He flew out in his last at bat. First offering on its way. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Anderson brings it in. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third. Digging in, Miguel Sano. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Lifted in the air to center field. Engel has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Twins are down on 4 pitches. They lead it 3-0. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Jose Abreu is ready to start out the inning. The high fastball is in there.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. but I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in a philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Two and two.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Up next for the White
So
Sox,
here is Avisail Garcia. First time up, he went down looking. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
Standing in now, Daniel Palka, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy...
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Cave going back on it, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And the runner will score from first. Palka takes the turn at 3rd. He wants it all. Safe at the plate. And the deficit is down to only 1 now.
The fans are not happy, and I can't blame them. And inside the Parker on that hit, there's simply no excuse for that. And everyone in the ballpark knows it. We'll see if he can shake it off and get out of the top half of this inning.
Next up is the sneaky pop of Nicky Delmonico, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A base hit in his first trip. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Stepping up now, Tim Anderson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Popped him up. Garver will put this one away, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 1. Into the box, Max Kepler flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Lifted in the air to center field. Engel has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter, number 24, second baseman.
So digging in now, Logan Forsythe hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Engel racing back, still ranging back. Gone! So it's a solo shot to dead center, and it gives the Twins a 4-2 lead.
Well, before that homer, he was on autopilot, retiring 5 hitters in a row. Just goes to show you 1 lapse, One bad location, and all of a sudden you're licking your wounds a bit.
Now batting, number 60.
So here's Jake Cave to the plate. Back up. Oh, no, that got him. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first.
Now batting, catcher, Garver.
At the plate, Mitch Garver hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Now the pitch. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Engel has a read on it. And the inning is over. But not before the Twins. Now in the box, Omar Narvaez. He popped out in his first trip.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Behind 0-2 now. Pulled toward right center field. Forsythe over to his left. One away.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Into the box now, Adam Engel. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way. Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change, he had to be sitting off speed right there.
And it's fouled away. Now here's the pitch. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Joe Mauer. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted in the air to center field. Moving under it, Engel. 1 down. Now at the plate, Jorge Polanco. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. First offering on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Backhanded. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
First pitch on its way. Runners off for second. He pulls this one into right. Garcia
makes the catch, and now they might be able to double them off at first.
Now a throw to first, doubles up the runner. Tough luck that time as he got stuck in no man's land following the line drive on the hit and run. Into the box now, Yomer Sanchez. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Way in front of that fastball. The 1-2. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Trying to strike him out for the third time. Fouled off. He struck him out the third time he's fanned in the game.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. 0 for 2 for him to this point. In there, no balls and a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on swivel.
Oh, and he misses it. And this will find the wall down near the 328 sign. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
It looked like he had a great jump on the ball. It's going to bring it in, no problem. But something happened as he approached the foul line, and it went right by him. It wasn't a routine play.
Meanwhile now, this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. And he's in safely to third as they also push across his score to make it a one-run game.
Number 18.
So striding in, Daniel Palka as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And not in time as the run scores.
Hey, with that base hit right there, D-Row, that's his third RBI, and it ties things up.
Yeah, 100%. He's had a great approach all game. Tied the ball game up with his third RBI knock, and he's looking for more.
Ball one. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
The batter, number 7.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Hey, that's a huge pitch for him right there. He's been struggling early. If he's able to get any feel on his secondary stuff, he might be able to hang around a little bit.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out of the jam, and keep this game tied.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Palka over at second. Delmonico at first, 2 out in the inning. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. The next 0-2. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 twin error, and 2 left. To the bottom of this. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Logan Morrison. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled away. windup and the 0-1. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Line toward the alley in left center. Oh, and he misses it. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Well, the sun was definitely a factor there, but here's the news. The sun rises every day, and as a player, you've got to find a way to deal with it. A glove, flip down, sunglasses, use something so you can catch the ball. Sometimes easier said than done, though.
Stepping in, Miguel Sano. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch on its way. This one's hit deep out to left center field. Delmonico going back. Gone! Two runs on the board after that home run by Miguel Sano. And it's now 6-4.
I know he's a confident pitcher, but there's a difference between being confident and downright foolish. He just offered one of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup a straight heater, and it cost him big time.
Here comes the White Sox skipper out toward the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. Just 5 innings of work for him here, as he really never found his rhythm in this one. Aaron Bummer takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Number 39, Aaron Bummer. Now batting, right fielder,
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. Lifted the other way to left center. Engel will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1.
batting, second baseman, Logan Horford.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard on the ground to second. And there's out number 2. Now batting, Jake Cave. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard towards center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So that knock keeps the bottom of the 6th inning hot.
Hey guys, there had to be something in the scouting report right there. For him to be on top of that 0-0 changeup the way he was, that was pretty special.
Stepping in now, Mitch Garver. He's running. Line drive to center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
So here's Joe Mauer. He grounds it sharply to third. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. But two. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result it's 0-2. lifted down the line in left. Rosario will get there as he makes the catch in foul territory for the first out.
Number 10, second baseman, Yoan.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup now, and stepping in, Yoan Moncada. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the Minnesota skipper making his way out to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll leave here with one out in the seventh, as he now hopes the bullpen can go ahead and get him the W. Addison Reed comes on to pitch here with one man gone in the top of the seventh.
43, Addison Reed.
Here's the first pitch to him. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. 4 runs, 5 hits, 1 error thus far for the White Sox. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Back to the fastball, but it's upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Another 2-2 offering. Now a swing and a miss, maybe even a foul tip, but it's held onto behind the plate for out number 2.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
First offering on its way. Soft liner towards short. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Hey, look at this guy compete right there. Nice base hit. Are you kidding me? He had already had the hat trick. He was staring the golden sombrero straight in the face, and he said, no dice.
Popped him up. Forsythe onto the grass. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. So striding forward now, Jorge Polanco. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Polanco around first, heading for second now. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
In now, Eddie Rosario.
As he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field.
Delmonico comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Now batting, designated
Now it will be the Minnesota DH, Logan Morgan. Byron Buxton will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with one away.
Byron Buxton.
There's a ball into right center field. That's going to be a base hit.
Polanco rounds third and is digging for the plate. Now the relay home is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. The tag at third, and they Coming to the plate now, Avisail Garcia. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. And this is on the outside corner for strike 1. And it's 0-2 to Avisail Garcia.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. Next up is the sneaky pop of Nicky Delmonico. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Genmar Gomez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Here's Miguel Sano. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
The last at-bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches. Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Hard hit ball to second. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Number 60.
So here's Jake Cave to the plate. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Engel going back on it. Gone all the way into the upper deck. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, and they double him up. It's 8-4. Into the box, Mitch Garver. Shoots this one over to first. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in. He's able to drive that for a nice single.
Into the box now, Joe Mauer. Hit in the air down the right field line. On the move is Garcia. But this will land foul shy of the wall. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Runners on the move for second. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Anderson picks it up. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. And that.
Hitting out for the White Sox.
Taylor Rogers comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Number 55. Taylor.
First offering on its way. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there. Well, as we take another look at it, you can see that this thing kind of handcuffed him, and he couldn't make the play. Comes off the heel of the glove, and the leadoff man is aboard.
And that finds its way through for a base hit.
All you can ask as an offense is to try and get that tying run in the batter's box. And they've started out nicely right here. They've gotten 2 runners on. They're down 4. A grand slam is still in play. Let's see if they continue this nice offensive approach.
No balls and a strike to count. 0-1, here's the pitch. Skied down the left field line. Rosario is there. He's got it 1 away. Ready now for the White Sox, Yoan Moncada. He's 1 for 4 for the game. He's set, and the pitch. Hit down the line at first. Mauer is there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Digging in and looking for more, Yolmer Sanchez. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. 0-1 the count. Now the 0-1. Another slow breaking ball that misses down low. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. The White Sox down to their last strike. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. And now a crowd right around 25,000 strong comes to their feet. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
8-4 the final this afternoon. The Twins rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Jose Barrios gets the W on the mound. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time.